Hello, collective. We're going to do a very specific message today. It's a little bit not like most messages that I do. Like, I mean, it is, but it isn't. We're just going to change up the card kind of status. I'm going to use a few decks, and each are going to line up with another deck. So then it's almost like a clarifier after a clarifier after a clarifier while lighting actual fire. So here we go. Okay. I feel like this one was interrupted. Okay. It was Aries, and then it went to Aquarius. And we did Aries the other day, so I feel like this is Aquarius's reading. So there was a little bit of but we good. Okay, so we got the 7th house with Aquarius, and then Neptune. Which is ruled by Pisces. So Aquarius's neighbor. Okay, so I think Aquarius has been dealing with somebody who is delusional. Your neighbor or your sister or somebody who's beside you or has been beside you. I think you were dealing with somebody crazy. And the 7th house comes out. Okay, that's the house of Libra. Equilibrium. Contracts, equilibrium. Something finally coming into like balance, right? It's like finally the end of the movie. You think it's this one person because you've seen them throughout the movie and they look the most suspicious, but then it turns out to be the person right beside them. Okay, here we go. We've got animal instincts to point this out. Somebody, I think, kind of knew what they were dealing with, what was brewing under the surface, what was growing, what was festering, was this person's delusions. Okay. And it was almost like, I almost kind of feel like every time, something would happen, you would almost like talk yourself out of it. Like, no, this is not them. This can't be them. Right. But it was them the whole time because this person is delusional. They don't think properly. They don't rationalize properly. Okay. And then we got the mask, like they're wearing a mask, somebody has been, whoever you're dealing with, somebody is controlling them. Okay. Could be controlling them beyond the grave. Could be controlling them face to face. But I feel like somebody is seeking revenge through somebody beside you. Okay. And this is pretty shocking because, someone's taking something out on you that has something to do with the spirit world. Like, it's like a ghost attacking you but they can't do it. So then they jump into the person beside you. Like Fallen. He can't get into Denzel, right? He can't get into him, so he fucks around with everybody around him. There it is, right? Fucks with everybody around him. So let me get something with this animal. We've got the 2 of Cups. So it could be somebody's partnership. Okay, these 2 cards came out with it too. And it's almost like somebody failed to stop a new beginning. And they went ahead and they did it anyways. Right? They went ahead and they did it anyways. And that relationship, okay, is the relationship I think that turned them delusional. right? Because when you get with a person, okay, and they are full of shit and you know they're full of shit, but you carry the lies for them because you find them attractive, or because you don't want to be alone, or because you just want a relationship in your life. You don't want to call people out on what they're doing. That's what this relationship is. It's like they can see everything. They know everything this person's doing, but they're not going to do anything about it. They don't care. Okay. So you've been searching for something, okay, for quite a long time because somebody failed to stand up for you. Okay. They failed to stand up for you and they let something go on for a very long time. And this was an energy that was attacking you because they were delusional. Whatever they were feeling, thinking, whatever was motivating them to attack you, it wasn't real. It was fake. And they were taking out things on you that were coming alive, okay, and breaking through people and hurting you, like you were just getting attacked from everybody, constantly being threatened. Okay, constantly being like in a shockful place, like almost like you don't know what's going to happen next and you're scared all the time. Okay. King of Cups in reverse, okay, with the mask, with this Jason character, with Jason's mother, okay? And I do kind of think that this is what I feel like this entity is doing to this person beside of you, okay? They're making them hate you. And it's something that this person should be naturally drawn to work with you, and they're not. They hate you. And it's because of this voice that they're listening to, okay? Because they actually really, this person's a very grounded person. Like they make money, they've got their shit under control, but then they're listening to this like outside source. Okay, so what's this with the shock here? The Tower. So something is going to happen. Okay, the Tower is going to come down, and the Demigorgon. Actually, what is that? That's the Mind Flayer, I think. He's going to come through. Oh, now I get this card. That's the gate. That's the gate where the Mind Flayer comes through. So they've opened, yes, this person has opened up this portal to this being that hurts you. That hurts you. That you can't, oh my God, look at that. What's in my hand? Death with the moon, both in reverse. So there's Pisces again, comes out. But with death in reverse, it's like somebody was trying really hard for you not to see this. This was something that they were convinced it was going to make you die. They were convinced that this was, I mean, you might have actually like transitioned into a life that this person prepared for you that wasn't a good life. And you're going to see the transition out of it now because you didn't see what put you in it. Then it's almost like you're not going to see what takes you out of it right away. You might not see the signs because it's been such massively manipulated energy for so long that's been concealed from you, right? To kill you, to conceal you, to bottle you up. Like wherever it is you live, you might not go outside, right? Because it's a really bad neighborhood. It's a really bad place. So you're staying somewhere where there really isn't anywhere to go outside, right? So you're just like stranded inside. And that's the part of it. That's the whole part of it. Like when Barb gets kicked out of the party, because Nancy goes upstairs with Stu, and then, that other couple, they're hanging out, those idiots, right? And then there's Barb all by herself. So she goes outside, she starts dangling her feet into the pool, okay? And then that's where the Demigorgon gets her and takes her into another dimension and kills her, right? And that's where this gate has opened. It's like somebody has really hoped, like there's the Demigorgon right there. It was like basically the first card that came out. Okay, and they sent that out. It's like they opened up a portal to kill you. And that portal was through this person. So somebody has had to be very strong and stay away from you. Give me this cat. One last here for the cat. Instincts of a cat. Ace of Swords. That's pretty much all I've got to see right there. Is recognizing the truth. It's like, it's not easy to recognize what's going on with you, but once you put the nail in the coffin, you know, once you say what's going on, right? It's like, it releases you. You know, like, it's okay to say, this wasn't my plan, right? If you think that this is where I wanted to end up, you're massively wrong. But this person's delusional, right? This whole reading started with this somebody believing in delusions. Okay, they're appearing false. Okay, they're not even really who they say that they are. Okay, and they've got supernatural abilities, like the way that Jason's mother, or no, is it actually Jason's mother that's dressed up as Jason? I don't know. Anyways, the card is, yeah, the card is Jason's mother is the one that has the knife in her hand, because she's the one that goes out and I think she possesses Jason to come back alive to kill for her. And it's like, once you succumb to that this has been a death chase for you, I think that's when it ends. It's like as awful as it started, it suddenly ends. Three of Daggers with this Two of Cups. So it was really hard for you to watch what was going on. You know, you got hurt by people that you considered, you know, that you loved. Okay, that you loved. So when you went on this journey of revealing what was concealed, okay, it suddenly, you went from the Six of Wands, okay, to the Six of Swords, to healing and moving on. It's like you had to get, I don't think this person is around you anymore because of how dangerous they are to you, okay? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, with this King of Cups, or with this King of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody is getting, they're getting the wheel come through, and I don't think it's a good wheel. I don't think it's a wheel that they get to spin themselves. I don't think it's a wheel that they get to choose themselves. I think it's something that is going to choose them. Because of this Tower and this Two of Pentacles. So it's like they kept you poor, or they kept you in poverty. They kept you in terror mode, like living in the ghetto, live in places that are dangerous, right? You walk outside, someone's shooting. You walk out, you know, your car's always getting broken into, your neighborhood's getting broken into, right? People are getting murdered, people are getting raped, you know, cops are always around. It's like, you know, keeping money away from you, or keeping you in this state of kind of chaos. Okay, that's what causes the Tower to happen all the time. Like this is going to resonate if all of a sudden a Tower just comes in and like takes your apartment, and then you got to move, right? A Tower comes in and says that you've got to go and do something, and really you don't, but it's just this energy fucking with your head, telling you to go and do things. Because I think this person has gotten to your head because of what they've let into theirs. So what they let into their own mind, they're now projecting onto you. Ace of Swords, there we go. There's the Star. So double Aquarius, which I had a feeling this was a reading for an Aquarius. Okay, Ace of Swords, your connection is incredible. Like what you're connected to, how balanced you truly are, okay, is something that, you know, because of what this person put you through, and because you walked away from them, it's like you decided that you were going to make yourself a better life. Okay, there's the Ten of Cups. Okay, it's in reverse, but it's going to go upright because, right, this person was almost like determined to take things away from you that you truly loved. Okay, because of this possession in their own mind. They're obviously possessed with somebody that almost, not only it's not like they want to see you dead, but they want to see you suffer. And it comes through this person so much that I don't even know if this person knows physically what they're doing. Right? But they act on it so much like they trust what they're being told is right. Like they have a right to come and attack you. They have a right to sink your ship. They've got a right to take your money. They've got a right to make you move. You know, they've got a right to do everything because you're the nemesis. You're the alien in the egg. You're the one that's waiting to hatch and you're going to destroy the world. But actually, no, this entity that's taking over this person is having them do their dirty work. This is something that you've got to deal with this entity once you die, or if it decides to face you face to face. Okay, which most likely it only can face you face to face through other people, right? I don't even think this thing even wants to see you in your dreams. I don't even think that it even has the decency to look you in the eye and go, hey, by the way, it's me fucking with your life. It's me pulling the puppet strings. It's me that's trying to get you to do all this shit through this person, right? Like I wish this thing would just identify itself, right? Because then at least we know what we're dealing with. Right? It's being a coward. And I don't appreciate cowards. I really don't. People who are just hide behind things and never tell you the truth. Let's see if this entity will pop forward. If it even has a card in the tarot that it could possibly be lined up with. 7 of Pentacles, somebody trying to take your money, somebody that sees that you can build something, okay? And as you try to watch it grow, it's like it takes it from you. It's like you always get to a point of like, oh my gosh, like it's finally growing. I think it's going to happen. And then poof, gone. Right? You give up on it. You walk away from it, right? You tell yourself that maybe you're not ready for it, that you don't have the patience for it, but it's not that you don't have the patience for it. It's that this person they try to force things to grow unnaturally. They're like a steroid. Okay. Actually, I just watched Killer Sally on Netflix. Oh my God. What a fucking awesome documentary, by the way. Sally McNeil. It was awesome. I actually really felt bad for her, to be honest. But I mean, that's what steroids do to somebody. And her husband at the time had 5 different steroids in him. And she said when he was all like pent up like that, the things that he did, oh my God, he used to choke her out all the time, fucking constantly beat her up. Like it was bad. Like what steroids do to your mind, they're like a parasite, right? And like you have to understand that you're filled with parasites. People are filled with parasites. And the more parasites you have, the more that they eat at your brain, the more that they eat at who this person is. So like the less you drink, no smoking, right? Things that you can do for your body that help kill these parasites. So then you don't hear that too, right? Because if you get sick because, these worms are peeing on your brain and these worms are peeing inside of you, like halitosis is from worms, by the way, look it up. Okay. They pee and they poop in people's mouths. And like, that's what gives them halitosis, right? Like these worms that are inside of you, they have to defecate. Like defecate. Yeah, defecate. Yeah, they've got to poop, they've got to pee, right? And when that gets inside of you, because they're inside of you, they start to control you. Clearly, this person comes from a very bad place. They come from a parasite. They come from somebody who wants to force growth, okay, in like the middle of winter. Per se. Okay. Like you can make your stuff grow. I know you can. You're going to do it for me because I told you. Right. And like people like that, there they come right there. There's Temperance in reverse. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this person is not balanced. They think that money just grows from nowhere. That's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like they're so naive on how hard it is to make money, how long it takes to put your money away. Like somebody is not in this reality of, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Like someone's been taking from you and they've been playing the odds very unfairly. Okay, so if this person was supposed to be giving you stuff, they kept it from you. They didn't give it to you at all. They put it into their pockets instead. And this was stuff that was supposed to come through when you were a child, perhaps. Okay. Or this is money from when you were a child and now you're a grown up, and this person is immature. They could have spent the money because their equilibrium is off. Okay. Which is why this Neptune energy is here. Like or the seventh house is here, right? Their equilibrium, their scales are so off. Okay. They're so off because they're delusional, right? They're living in the moon. They're living in darkness. Okay. They don't want to see reality. And it's bringing me back to this dream once where I was in this like museum type of place, and I had a table in front of me with things set on it, and it looked like the perfect setup. Okay, I don't know if it was a perfect setup for life, a perfect setup for dinner. I don't know. Okay, my parents stepped forward. They're looking at this display that I have. Okay, but in big letters in front of the display says, please lift up the curtain. This is a mirage. It's not real. The real thing is underneath. My parents looked at the sign. And by my parents, I mean my father and my stepmother. Look at the sign and they go, well, that's good enough for me. And I got up from my chair and I went, no, like what is on the table is fake. Okay, this is an art display. It's fake. The real thing is underneath. And they were like, no, we can see good enough here. We can see, we know. Clearly you're just going to lie and you're going to lift it up and you're going to show us something else that we don't really want to see. And that was the gist of the dream. And I remember waking up and going, holy fuck. Like I tried to show them again and they won't look at it. And I didn't know what that meant, right? Because your dreams they are reality. Okay. It's their 3D, but because you're not seeing what's happening in 3D, your spirit, your soul is trying to show you in your dream in different dimensions so then you can put the pieces together on what's happening. Okay. Because if you remember your dreams and you're telepathic with yourself and you're communicating with yourself and you're open to yourself and you're open to signs, then somebody is trying to block you from being able to understand yourself in order to see how much this person has held you back. Right? Because this person is right there. They're right beside you. They're somewhere where they're in your immediate circle, or there's somebody that you trust. And I mean, I can't tell you to walk away from people. I can't tell, all I can say is the universe has had enough. And if that wasn't the case, this reading wouldn't come up. So if it finds you and it resonates with you that your life has been super shitty and you're in an awful situation and you're fucking living from pillar to post, it's because there's this delusional energy that's within your energy telling the universe that that's the life that you want. That you do want to live as a transient person. You do want to go from pillar to post. You don't really want anywhere to live. You just want to live on the spare of the moment, just fly anywhere you want, which is total bullshit. Okay. You don't want that life, but somebody is saying that you do. Okay. And that's why, their Wheel of Fortune is coming in. Okay. And look at that. As I was talking about this Wheel of Fortune, okay, it goes into reverse for them, which means they're going to start losing their money. They're going to start losing their investments, okay, because their investments were built off of things that you started to build and then they took over. It's like starting a bunch of seedlings. And then as soon as you transplant them into their first, actual fucking pot to be able to, start to live as a normal plant and grow, they took it. Because the hardest part was to get the seed to germinate, open, and start to grow. You did the hardest part. All they have to do now is water and make sure it has enough light. Fucking bullshit. They got the easiest job. Fuck no. So yeah, right? There's the Page of Swords in reverse with the Five of Swords. This entity was lied to, okay, when they were told to point the fingers at you. Right? This whole world has been thinking you're the liar. They have been pointing these swords at you like, who the fuck do you think you are? You didn't do this. These other people did this. You didn't do this when you did it all. You created it all. They're the ones that came in and took it because their delusional ass said that if they had the ability to take it, then they had the ability to do whatever they wanted with it. Right? It's like they were misguided as much as you were by their word, like it's like, man, you just always wonder when somebody's angry or when they're taking something out on you, you just sometimes want to say to yourself, like, by you yelling and creating this scene, you're telling yourself how much you don't care about yourself for getting that angry about something that really doesn't have anything to do with you. Right? Like, I used to let people's energy get inside of me. Like, I could feel their anger and I would want to feel their anger with them, to tell them that I've got their back, but, I don't have to feel what they feel in order to know I've got somebody's back. If somebody's telling the truth, then I already have their back. Right? And if somebody's lying, then I'll automatically get that saying to be like, yo, you got to walk away from this person. They're full of shit and they're lying. Okay? So this Aquarius was lied to by somebody who was supposed to instill the truth, right? Anybody that steals from a child, okay? Anybody who manipulates a child, who pulls the card of this child is vulnerable, they don't know what's going on, therefore I can get away with whatever I want to get away with. You know what they do to those people in jail? Oh my God. All right, 3 of Daggers. 3 of Daggers, 2 of Pentacles, and the High Priest in reverse. So this person, they were taught all the wrong things in life. And, they obviously were taught the wrong things because their own parents were delusional as well, right? Or their mother was delusional, their father was delusional. Somebody was right beside them growing up, just as delusional as they are beside you, okay? And this is something that, when you don't want to face the truth, then the world's just going to begin to lie to you. And it's not going to care to tell you the truth anymore because you don't listen to the truth. So because this person doesn't listen to the truth, okay, they won't expand on that truth because there's something about your truth that makes them uncomfortable, okay? They just thought that they could eliminate you because of their discomfort, right? And this person was in a position where they had a lot to work with and you didn't. 6 of Daggers. Here we are. There's the bitch right there. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is the person who you flew away from. Okay. And it's the Chariot in reverse because I don't really think you got very far. I don't think you got very far away from this person before, your horses got scared and they bucked up and they pulled up, and then you're like, well, I'm not going to sacrifice my horses to go forward anymore and force them into this world. I'm just going to have to stop. And then when you're stopped and you're stuck in an energy, then you begin to see what you're stuck in, right? But until you get stuck, do you know how to get yourself out of it? Because it's not like you go and you pull your car over on the side of the road and you act like you can't turn it on. Although that would be a great simulation for your child, at about 15 or 16 years old, to drive them out to the middle of nowhere, turn the car off and go, okay, what if a tire blew and you were all the way out here? What if all of a sudden your battery died? What would you do? It's like spirit. That was what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to teach you. They're supposed to line you up so then when these really awful things happened, cross the fingers it didn't happen. But if it did, you were so prepared, but you weren't. They didn't teach you properly. And unfortunately, parents don't really do their jobs because they want the easy way out all the time, right? They just want the teachers to teach you and they just want the school to teach you and they don't want to fucking do that shit. They just went to work for 8 hours, 10 hours a day. They just want to come home and fucking crack the beer and fucking sit and watch some null, all fucking TV show or some rigged sports game, right? Like, that's what they want to do. They don't want to get up and start reading to their kid, making sure that their kid fucking learns something that day, or fucking take them out and start working on the truck, because what happens if your battery dies and you're in the middle of nowhere? Do you know that you can fucking start it, right? Like, you don't need anybody else there, right? Like, there are a lot of tricks that you can learn out there, and those are the street smarts. Those are the things that you need to learn, right? Not this. It's like you knew the difference, and this person was trying to lead you down this other road of like, no, you need education, you need smarts, you need to go read a book. You were like, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm going down this road. I don't read. I learn. I learn from action. I learn from repetitiveness. I learn from somebody teaching me face to face. I don't learn from your fucking books, from your stupid ethics, from your mom told your mom who fucking swindled your mom into believing, like, fuck that. I want the truth. I want to fucking figure it out the way that I figure it out. Everybody's different. Nobody learns the same. Everybody is different, right? And it's like, you couldn't get very far from this person who seemed pretty planted on making you the ugly egg, the gross egg, the rotten egg, right? The one that if they come, they're going to come popping out and they're going to ruin everything. You're like, what the fuck did I ever ruin? Right? When people are missing you, people want you around. People are asking about you. They're going, oh, Whitney's coming? Oh, Courtney's coming? No way. Dave's going to show up? No, because they haven't seen these people for so long, right? Like, they haven't seen you for so long that they miss you. People miss you. I know that they do. So whatever this is, the whole fucking core of the reading is because of this bitch right here. Okay? That's maybe even what I'm going to make the screensaver. Okay. It is her. She has done all of this. Okay. As if you killed her kid, and you didn't. I can tell you right now, you did not kill their child. So, I'm going to leave it at that. This was a freaking wicked message. I just got to say. It's taken me a few days to even bring this message out, because every time I went to go sit to do it, I all of a sudden didn't want to do it. So, and I know that energy is just not quite ready if I can't pull it out. So this energy is correct, which means this woman, okay, this energy, she pulled something, and she pulled it pretty recently, if I just brought up the energy now. So she pulled a stunt with this King of Pentacles in reverse. So she did something, and her money is being affected because of it. And to be honest, hallelujah, I just heard, it's about time that somebody take from these people, because what they've been doing to you is not fair. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Thank you for your emails. For a personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Okay. If not, just enjoy the channel. Thank you for all your support, all your love, all your donations, everything that you do for this channel. I'm really, honestly, really, really happy with how everything's going right now. So thank you for that. And yeah, as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this didn't resonate with you, then don't take it, because there's no point. I mean, it's just going to put you in something and then get you all worked up, and you just don't need to. So don't worry about it if it doesn't resonate. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend and week, and we will see you soon. Peace out.